Welcome everyone to this Be Connected seminar presentation on Bentley's Water and Wastewater Solution. The Water and Wastewater Solution embodies an array of technology and services that spans the entire water, wastewater, and storm handling industry. This is Jack Cook, and I am Bentley's Solution Executive for Water and Wastewater. I come to Bentley from its acquisition of Hasted Methods in 2004. I have 21 years in this water and wastewater software industry. At Bentley, we have set up an array of solution communities around the needs of each particular industry. The solutions embody a technology set that service into the owner-operators and their consultants. So, for example, in addition to water and wastewater, we have solution teams serving bridges, buildings, factories, roads, and government. You might expect, and it is the case, that Bentley solution offerings exploit technology overlaps and share applications across the extensive Bentley product portfolio. As an example, the government solution includes Hasted hydrology and hydraulic applications for roadway, commercial, and residential drainage compliance, water supply, and sanitary collection. Hasted, of course, is a product line that is a central component of the water and wastewater solution, but it is shared. I am the solution exec for water and wastewater, and my function is to collaborate with Bentley's user community and product development teams to evolve and correctly target these shared technologies. This ensures that interoperability is maximized to the ultimate benefit of our users and expressed in well-rationalized product development roadmaps that fill in gaps and foster better integration across product lines. Bentley Solutions focus on delivering within these three principal business themes. Our integrated portfolio provides you software solutions applicable to water, wastewater, and storm. As mentioned, we have the hydrology and hydraulics covered, but we also offer the other things you need. By building a set of product technologies that derive from a common platform, we reduce issues about data translation, transfer, and version compatibilities. Life becomes simpler. Importantly, this overarching philosophy fostering functional compatibility between our products also drives our architectures toward achieving interoperability with non-Bentley systems. So you should also anticipate high levels of committed interop with your existing investments and future adjacent technology spends, even though they may not come from Bentley. We want to cover the entire life cycle with our solutions, starting with master planning through design phases, into construction, and ultimately into maintenance and operation. Assistance in training, deployment, usage, and extension of the solution to meet your particular needs comes from our professional services team. Look to us for configuration, training, and post-delivery support for geospatial and plant engineering content and collaboration servers. Finally, professional communities. B Communities is our way of conducting a conversation with you, our user. This is the place where you can go to solicit information and guidance from your peers as well as responsible Bentley colleagues. The Water and Wastewater Solutions community and the Water and Wastewater Network Design and Analysis forums are extremely busy, constructive, and engaged communities. B Community provides a platform to engage other professionals working in the industry globally, a very powerful resource for you. Let us now take a closer look at Bentley's Water and Wastewater Solution that serves the storm, wastewater, and potable water industries. This water and wastewater industry has numerous challenges, more challenges that we could possibly cover here. However, for purposes of communicating the value proposition of the offering, we can examine principal challenges and then show how Bentley's Water and Wastewater Solution addresses them. First, let's consider regulatory compliance. Environmental regulators are the guardians of the public's health and safety. Regulations do not just govern supply and receiving water protection and network system qualities and quantities. Since these resources are protected by the public interest, the industry is regulated as to how they actually execute their business, extending beyond pricing into benchmarking levels of services and demonstrating compliance. Next, reliability. Ours is an aging infrastructure in need of phased upgrade and replacement. Consequently, system reliability is being challenged in response to failure is factored into operations. Finally, financial. Utilities are faced with maintaining infrastructure and continuously challenged to maintain their owned assets effectively to reduce costs. Budgets are constrained by revenue, and there is a built-in challenge to prioritize the repair and replacement of aging assets. Utilities must also accommodate the realities of an aging workforce, and with that, the eventual departure of critical knowledge and experienced resources from within an organization. These industry challenges that I described surface a number of concrete issues for water and wastewater professionals. Let's look at regulatory concerns. Our utilities are fully committed to meeting regulatory objectives. They are heavily invested in the testing, measuring, data consolidation, and reporting required to document compliance. However, new regulations and protocols can often be viewed as a resource distraction and a growth impediment. And compliance requires specialized analyses to verify performance towards achieving compliance. Next, reliability concerns. Undersized infrastructure and system bottlenecks cause wastewater overflows and inadequate water pressures and storm overflow of roadways. Incomplete knowledge about performance and system conditions result in unanticipated failures and random system outages. Financial issues that we face. Asset investment spends need to be rationalized and prosecuted systematically. Information is spread across business offices and in a variety of sources and formats. Experience and knowledge gaps occur as the aging workforce retires. These issues can be addressed by delivering on a number of technology requirements and needs. For regulatory requirements, this drives the need for information systems that can help automate and structure the business information and processes devoted to documenting compliance. Appropriate hydrologic and hydraulic analysis tools are applied to investigate and demonstrate network compliance with regulations governing quality and quantity. Ideally, these tools and supported workflows integrate within an enterprise infrastructure that hosts team collaboration. Reliability issues force the requirement for analyses that help determine the consequence of failure, leading to a better understanding of cost, benefit, and risk of component failure. We also benefit from having tools that can support the operational decisions for running complex water, distribution, and wastewater and storm collection systems. Successful financial operations increasingly demand that organizations host a detailed system asset registry that owns the physical description and history of the capital components that are owned and managed by water and wastewater utilities. The workforce issues elevate the importance of adopting solutions that are easy to deploy and use, and that are supported by dedicated training and instruction that can be delivered just in time as needed. I believe that Bentley Systems has fielded a complete software and services solution that meets all of these requirements. It addresses the needs of a modern organization serving the water and wastewater industry, an industry expected to spend $23 trillion worldwide by the year 2030. And here I offer a goal list that sets forth our value proposition. I'll return to these value statements later during this presentation when I talk about some specific user success stories. Let's introduce the governing life cycle for water and wastewater utilities owned and operated by municipalities and investor-owned networks. The Water and Wastewater Solution for Utility Networks provides a comprehensive mapping and modeling and an engineering design environment hosted on a robust desktop and platform server. It delivers a wide range of functionality serving municipalities and investor-owned utilities and their consulting engineers. In the following slides, we'll present some task functionality within each phase that is answered by one or more applications served up within the solution. Let's start by looking at the planning and analysis phase. Here's an array of planning and analysis tasks that might be performed during this phase. During the phase, of the life cycle, the utility will leverage GIS and modeling applications to accommodate service area growth and plan capital improvements to address resource scarcity, environmental impacts, plan for emergencies, and adapt to changes in operating costs. Information management. The framework for accomplishing analysis, design, and mapping typically requires input from an array of data repositories: mapping, billing, maintenance history, SCADA, and other enterprise information sources. The point to emphasize is that the industry needs to manage information from a mix of heterogeneous data sources. That's of paramount importance. The water and wastewater solution has at its core Bentley's geospatial server. This packaged enterprise configuration centers on ProjectWise integration server, which delivers federated management of engineering content. Identify, repair, replace, or expansion projects. This is asset investment planning phase of the life cycle. Prioritizing the annual spend requires a balanced consideration of project costs reflecting risk and consequence of failure against the benefit of the anticipated service level improvement. These tasks listed here all roll up into annual and long-term capital and maintenance expenditures of the utility. Design and estimate. Here engineers develop the design by extracting planimetric, topographic, and parametric detail from GIS and record CAD drawings. This information is supplemented with field baseline control and ground survey for location and establishment of rights of way and access over the life cycle of the constructed assets. During this phase, we conceptualize and develop design alternatives and verify their performance against a range of alternative demand or loading conditions. We iteratively define alternatives with cost estimates and package and produce plans and specifications. Engineering approvals. Here we prosecute design review and approvals, ensuring compliance to both internal organizational and external governmental standards. Deliver plans and specifications to review agencies for construction approvals. Increasingly, these bulk production deliverables are in digital format. Here we also obtain environmental permits during this phase. Construction. During construction, users solicit bids for the approved set of construction plans and specifications. They perform construction survey, process requests for information and change orders, schedule and prosecute construction, measure and process for payment, and process certifications, ultimately generating as-builts to close out a project. Asset recording. The utility's asset registry is a source of truth. During this phase, owners close the design CAD and mapping GIS information loop. One key performance benchmark should be to minimize the time period or latency between project completion and asset registry update. Upon completion of asset rehabilitation or expansion projects and delivery of the as-built information, the utility's asset registry and GIS must be updated to show new facility information and life cycle status for replaced, repaired, or abandoned assets. Ideally, the asset update is not complete until the corresponding hydraulic simulation models are also synchronized. Operations and emergency response. The utility must be operated in a manner that minimizes expenditures while maintaining health and safety. Centralized operations and emergency response require a variety of supportive analysis. Examples of water and wastewater operational analyses include flushing, sequence, pump energy costs, reaction to contamination events, trace analysis, asset criticality, or overflow diversions. Scheduled and unscheduled maintenance. And this phase completes our life cycle. Routine and unplanned maintenance of systems involves continued access to system maps and project data within a framework of structured and managed informational workflows. Hydraulic analyses are applied as needed to manage outage responses and simulate shutdowns. That was the life cycle, and here is the family of products that services the life cycle. Bentley's portfolio is unmatched and secures Bentley as a powerful single vendor solution, supplying the water and wastewater industry needs. Here, the product map is organized into 5 functional end-user application areas, spanning potable water, wastewater collection, both major and minor storm systems, mapping and publishing, and finally, treatment plants. The majority of these technologies integrate with Bentley's MicroStation platform, as well as tie into Bentley's geospatial server environment. Bentley's water and wastewater architecture includes 2 desktop application categories that integrate across MicroStation, Bentley's mapping, engineering, and design platform. The mapping and network modeling category component at the top here include HASTED applications for complete analysis of water distribution and wastewater and storm collection systems. Bentley Water is used to map the buried infrastructure asset registry. This desktop category also features applications for land-based mapping as well as map finishing and imagery. Applications for water and wastewater treatment plant engineering, design and construction deliver conceptual through 3D physical design on the MicroStation platform. Plant site preparation and land development capabilities come with Bentley's civil product family. Structural design and detailing is included. ProjectWise Navigator supports plant visualization and clash detection, along with construction sequencing and simulation. Bentley Geospatial Server is at the heart of a federated data enterprise. This serves up standard engineering content in file and data formats used by the network and treatment plant desktop applications. It safely hosts secure managed multi-tier GIS workflows that's facilitated with Bentley's connector technologies for Oracle, ESRI, and SmallWorld. The managed geospatial content is readily hosted via WebGIS authoring and publishing facilities. Field workflows are also supported using portable technologies that interface with the engineering content as maintained by the managed environment. Here we show 2 key areas of advantages, and very simply they correspond to depth and breadth of the solution. Firstly, the depth of the application functionality spans disciplines. Servicing engineers engaged in treatment plant design as well as distribution and sewer collection system networks. Bentley also delivers ancillary functionality that is incidental yet critical for full support of the solution. Secondly, Bentley's breadth of functionality serves organizational workflows across business silos and organizational work groups via interoperability and integration. Here are just a few of the highlights that we've delivered in the V8i release that's happened over the past several months. The water and wastewater solution for V8i features upgrade of all HASTED applications. Leading the way is WaterGem's V8i with major advances in its GIS to model feature mapping that enhances the ability to keep hydraulic models synchronized with the evolving state of the utility's GIS. Its new support for the Oracle spatial model fills out the commitment to the utility enterprise. Bentley's award-winning technology for addressing non-revenue water is included at no additional cost with WaterGem's V8i. The geospatial desktop has evolved with the release of Bentley Water, reflecting the latest reporting and performance advances as delivered in Bentley Map. Bentley StormCAD V8i now supports native integration with GeoPack inroads and PowerCivil for seamless sharing of information between Bentley Civil Design and HASTED Analysis Package. Bentley Expert Designer Water V8i is an entirely new application that brings productive network design along with automatic costing to the geospatial utility desktop. SewerGem's V8i now incorporates the efficient hydraulic planning and design analysis found in the SewerCAD application. OpenPlant Power PID represents the launch of Bentley's interoperability strategy supporting plant supply chain and life cycle, centered on the ISO 15926 open standard, the lingua franca for communicating information between disparate computer systems in plant. Finally, ProjectWise, our collaborative server for engineering content management, has been enhanced with Delta file transfer for massive gains in performance. The water and wastewater solution is supported with the addition of linear reference system spatial indexing of content. You'll be able to examine these and more in greater detail during the Be Connected seminar series as delivered by Bentley's Product Management. So let's pause and summarize Bentley's value proposition for water and wastewater. You've seen our product map, product architectures, and a quick summary of V8I advances, so my hope is that you have a growing appreciation for the depth and breadth of the offering. Couple the technology with our creative license opportunities that in particular target the water and wastewater owners and operators and their principal consultants. These flexible strategies allow enterprises to rationalize and budget costs specifically around their historical level of usage in the case of enterprise license subscriptions, or software budgets can be generously scaled on the basis of populations in the case of municipal license subscriptions. You've also seen that Bentley is single-minded in its commitment to interoperability and integration. It's achieved across its product families using ProjectWise and MicroStation platforms. You will now see how the water and wastewater solution is helping some important users in the industry. Back to our list of value proposition. How does this help you? Full design and analysis tools spanning network to treatment. Brisbane Water is a user of water gems for planning and operations of its water distribution network. Brisbane Water's base model is about 168,000 pipes in size. Brisbane Water selected water gems on the basis of an extensive comparative analysis that elevated modeling performance to its highest level. Here is a B-nominated project that set out to ensure the delivery of a pressure and leakage management program that maintained the Brisbane Water Network firefighting capacity. Balancing the need for fire service that favors high service pressure to leakage control that prefers low pressure is at the heart of the challenge. Brisbane used Bentley's automated fire flow simulations and results browsers to optimize its system so that the dual operational objectives were accommodated. Brings disciplines and departments together. Today's water and wastewater owner-operators are increasingly faced with the need to deliver innovation within very short time frames. This is particularly the case in design-build projects that team construction firms, engineering designers, and owners together on projects that require overlapping design and construction sequences and aggressive schedules. In this B award-winning project, CDM hosted a team that accomplished a complete design schedule in less than 6 months. Key to their success was their 4D collaborative design laboratory that centered on ProjectWise integration server and visualization delivered by Bentley's AutoPlant products. CDM was able to manage over 5,000 project documents and shave 17% off of design budgets using collaborative content management and 3D modeling. Well-rationalized GIS asset mapping and modeling information workflows. The second largest city in the world relies on Bentley for their analysis and geospatial mapping. Maharashtra Javan Pradikaran, MJP, is the Indian state that comprises the metropolitan area of Mumbai. MJP has only recently adopted Bentley Water and Oracle Spatial, but for several years now it has been using water gems aggressively in its pursuit of safe and reliable water supply for a total population that is quickly approaching 20 million. A good example is this model project in Badlapur, that's within the Mumbai metro area, that seeks to address the challenging intermittent supply problem. In Badlapur, water in some wards was only available for 3 hours each day. MJP built models from a GIS deriving largely from infrared satellite imagery and developed an improvement program that has mitigated significantly against service unreliability. In early 2008, 8 of the city's 34 wards were enjoying 24 hours of uninterrupted supply. Additionally, availability has been increased from 3 hours to 18 hours for the most challenged wards. This was accomplished by hydraulically isolating zones and correctly rationalizing the allocation of supply. Powerful set of network analysis products that go to work right out of the box. Sewer gems for wastewater collection and water gems for water distribution modeling both deliver in a single installation applications that will work across 4 modeling platforms: MicroStation, ArcGIS, AutoCAD, and standalone Windows. Again, it needs to be clear: one application, one price, 4 platforms. Bentley offers the full range of functionality that major enterprises require in an easy-to-use application. For example, Bentley's exclusive technology for advanced leak calibration and leak location is available within the commercial version and can be leveraged right out of the box by modelers with varying levels of expertise and experience. In this pilot project, United Utilities challenged WaterGem's leak calibration for usability and examined whether Darwin Calibrator might actually perform in locating potential leakage hotspots. The pilot program was a resounding success. An estimated 10 cubic meters per hour leakage was identified from 10 of the pilot district metered areas, and the leaks were field verified. This represents significant savings of 15.4 megaliters per day, or 3.4% of total leakage when applied across the entire United Utilities water serviced region. Single vendor support and training across the technical spectrum. Bentley Institute offers an extensive catalog of instructor-led classroom and distance learning opportunities. Users also benefit from a selection of self-paced instructional courses via the Bentley Learn subscription. In fact, users currently have access to more than 120 hours of courses covering the Haystead product line. Manila Water switched to Bentley for analysis, software planning, capital, and operational improvements to its system in 2006. Manila Water is a well-trained organization. Bentley Systems delivered hands-on classroom training for WaterGems and Hammer in support of their transition into Bentley for water modeling. In 2008, the project to improve reliability and efficiency of the Antipolo water supply system was recognized for the Sustaining Society B Award category. Using conventional hydraulic modeling along with transient analysis, the project resulted in a reduction of line breakages and reduced leakages by over 6 megaliters per day. The 700,000 people served by the system now enjoy safe access to water. Finally, unmatched interoperability with your existing and supported technologies. The Brazilian utility Sabesp, serving Sao Paulo's 19 million metropolitan regional population, expects to achieve up to 20% reduction in operational costs by integrating modeling with its SCADA system and legacy Small World GIS in support of its control room operations. The utility achieved interoperability by leveraging the WaterCAD software development kit Water Objects to integrate modeling and real-time SCADA information delivered by 180 remote stations. A key result of the project was to institute modeling acceptance within the control room. This was accomplished by teaming operations and engineering modeling staff in work sessions, allowing operators to understand that results arising from operational simulations correspond well with observed and expected results. This brings us to a close. Finally, in summary, I hope that you will depart with a good understanding of our water and wastewater solution. Bentley is a company distinguished by its mission to deliver a total solution that embodies functionality for design and analysis of water resource infrastructure, from treatment to distribution and collection networks. I think you'll agree that no other company can match the breadth and depth of the technology portfolio. Thanks very much for your kind attention. I'll now be happy to take questions. Thanks again. I'll see you on B Communities for Water and Wastewater.